Hey guys, it's Oberstadt, and in today's video I'm going to be doing kind of like a Zodiac inspired, but not really. I'm just going to be using the Zodiac palette from BH Cosmetics in conjunction with the mini Gemini. So what I'm going to be doing is using shades out of the mini Gemini and the Gemini shades out of the big Zodiac palette to create a look today. And the funny thing is, with the big palette, the Gemini shade in here is a matte purple and this like silvery color right here. And then if you look at the Gemini like miniature palette, it is like a bunch of warm tones. So you have a cool tone, cool tone shades in the one and warm tone shades in the other. Let's see if I can get both of them up here. This is the Gemini shade, and then this is the miniature Gemini palette. I will also try and do one of these with the Love Signs palette as well, because that is more of a warm tone palette. But I figured I could try and do like purple and yellow or purple and orange and just see what happens. And there's this like pretty like cranberry shade up here that's, I like, and I don't know, it's got the yellow highlighter. I just have on corrector and concealer. I don't have anything else done. On my face, and hopefully you guys like this. I'll do two looks. So I'll do one look on one eye and one look on the other eye. So give you some options. And then I will do two looks with the Love Signs palette and the little miniature Gemini, just in case you have one palette or the other and you do have the Gemini palette. Just to give you some options. And I'll be doing the same thing with the other companion palettes as well. So all of the little ones that I have, like the Capricorn, the Aquarius, the Pisces, the Aries, the Taurus palette, I will also try and do looks with the big palettes in conjunction with the little palettes as well. So hopefully you are excited for this kind of series that I will be recording over the next, I don't know how long it'll take me to get them done. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I probably will not talk through the actual application of the shades. I will most likely do a voiceover. If I do talk, it'll be sporadic. But yeah, I'm kind of excited, but I do want to start with purple. So since I already have like a bunch of dirty makeup brushes with some of these shades, I'm going to be using what I have dirty already before I get into clean brushes, because I don't usually, this is what I've used in the past like 4 days worth of makeup looks, and I've been doing two looks one palette, and I've done 2 looks 2 palettes. So I've done quite a few eye looks in the past like 3 or 4 days. I've recorded like 14 different videos. Yay me for editing. But anyway, so I have a bunch of like dirty brushes here, and then of course all of my face brushes that I use are in the big compartment. And I picked this up at Walmart. This was $3.29. It was on clearance and I got 2 of them. So yeah. Anyways, let's get started.
So the first shade that I'm actually going into is from the Zodiac palette, which is the Gemini matte. It's this really pretty cool toned lavender shade. And looking at some of the corresponding colors between the mini palettes and the big palettes, I really do kind of have to wonder what they were thinking, because some of these colors just, I don't know. I'm going to have to do a breakdown video on what colors should be in the mini palettes or what colors correspond with the Zodiac signs. I know I've had people ask me to do it. It's just going to be a lot of work. I'm actually using a rather large, fluffy Farrah brush in order to get this color to go on, and then I ended up squishing the brush bristles to use it under my eye. I am now going in to shade 7 on the actual little miniature Gemini palette. It is this like salmony orange color. It's not like quite orange. It has a little bit of a peachy hue to it. And I'm putting that on the outer edge of my eye and realized that the fluffy Farrah brush wasn't working, so I switched to an e.l.f. This is a large shader brush to try and get that color to pack on, and then I'm dragging it right up against my lash line, my lower lash line, to use it kind of like as a liner and to outline my lower lashes a little bit better. It is a really pretty color, and I didn't think I had a whole lot of oranges before I got some of these little miniature palettes. And now I'm just going back in with the original fluffy brush that I had the orange on in order to blend out between the orange and the purple. And you would think the orange and purple would kind of like clash, but I thought these were kind of pretty together. And just more blending. Now I'm going in to shade 8 in the little Gemini palette. This is kind of like a cranberry-ish taupe. I don't know, it's kind of interesting to look at it. When you swatch it, it has like this reddish tone to it, but it also looks a little peachy. It has a yellow shift to it. It is really, really pretty. I think of it as like a cranberry color because that's kind of how it looks on the eye, but on my hand, swatching it just now, because I have these palettes sitting in front of me so I can edit this, it definitely has the same yellow shift that the center shade has, but it has like a peachy red base to it. Now I'm going into the actual shimmer shade from the Zodiac palette that is assigned to the Gemini color, which is that really brilliant like silver. And I'm using that on my brow bone and inner corner and in the very center of my eyelid to kind of make it pop. I used that 8th shade out of the Gemini palette for basically the inner half of my eyelid, so I wanted something a little bit lighter, brighter on my eye, and now I'm just fluffing back over that purple just to make sure it's all blended. And there is look number 1. I am using the ColourPop Punch liner because I wanted something that was kind of bright and impactful. And this is a CoverGirl liner. It has a very itty tiny tip on it. It is called Intensify Me. And I noticed going over not 1 but 2 shimmer shades, the shimmer shades ended up coming off on the little felt tip liner. And it drug shimmery shades through the black line that I was trying to do, which wasn't exactly what I expected. And because of my eye shape, I have a hard time wearing a wing that doesn't look like a funny J, so I just did my lash line with it. This is the Modster Ardency in black liner. I have another one that looks similar to this, which is the Smashbox one in Fishnet. But there is look 1. Now going into look 2, I am actually using shade 5, which is a lighter version of the shade that I used on the outer edge of my eye. On look 1, it's more peachy and definitely has more yellow in it than the first orange shade. And this is one of the new Luxie brushes that I got. It's a big flat fluffy brush, but I did squish it again to do my lower lash line. And I am just blending this color out. These shadows blend absolutely beautifully. Now I'm going into the 3rd shade in the little miniature Gemini palette to pick up that yellow shade, and I'm actually putting that in my crease over that light salmony peachy shade because I wanted more of a yellow hint to the look than just straight up orange, because I did orange on the other eye. I wanted to switch things up just a little bit. And this is a cute little Vasanti brush that I got from Ipsy that I am using to apply this color. Now I'm going in with an e.l.f. brush into the matte Gemini shade from the original Zodiac palette, and I am pressing this all over my lid. And I don't know if you guys have this issue or not, but I noticed that when I put shadow on my lid, right along my lash line, it's like it skips or doesn't want to stick, so I do have to go back over that area. So you'll see that I do go over that area a couple of times, and I am just slowly building this shade up and covering my entire lid with it. And then I'm going to use it as like faux liner right up against my lash line on the lower lash line as well. And then any little purple fallout sparkles I did swipe off. I'm going back into that yellow to kind of blend above where that purple is as well. Make sure I don't lose anything. And now for the beautiful center shade, I'm going to pop this in the center of my eyelid with my finger and press it in so that there is some shimmer. And of course I got it on my lashes, put it on my brow bone, and then just a smidge in the inner corner and underneath the very front part of my eye to make the look very cohesive, because I wanted that shimmer shade to kind of be like the focal point of the entire look. But but I wanted it just in the center. I am then taking Punch, which is a liner from ColourPop, and I'm putting that in my waterline as well. I did use it on the other side as well, but again, I wanted to tie the yellow into the look. And this is more of like a buttercup yellow, so it's a yellow with orange than just a, you know, straight yellow liner. And that'll do it for this look. There are both of the looks. What do you guys think? I really like how they turned out. The color combos to me are different. I don't think I would have thought to put these together, but I like them. What do you guys think?
Hey guys, so I am done with the look, but I figured I would go ahead and do like the finishing touches with you guys and talk to you a little bit about what's going on and just some like minor life updates and stuff like that. I know I mentioned it in another video about the fact that I have noticed that my subscriber count has gone down quite a bit, like 40 people just in July, and only 12 of those were due to closed accounts. So I don't know if I'm doing something that people don't like, or if my videos are like boring or whatever, but I am interested in getting some feedback to see, you know, what you guys think, what you want to see, what you want me to maybe do differently. Maybe there's something I'm doing that you don't like. I'm gonna try this NYX. It's like a lime green mascara. But I figured I would ask you guys, since, you know, if you are watching this video or you've made it this far in the tutorial, then you must be a regular subscriber of mine. And I am curious as to what I can maybe do different, or do you guys want me to make like a new intro on my channel, or, you know, what can I do different? You know, I have had a really rough time lately, and I don't really talk about it a whole lot. Just for the simple fact that I don't like to like bring other people down because I'm having a rough time. And I don't really talk about my health a whole lot, or I try not to as much. I'm going to throw on this Varnished Rosewood from L'Oreal. I already had on a gloss. It's like my lips but better. It's like a mauve shade. It's really pretty. But I don't know. I'm just kind of feeling stuck at the moment because I honestly don't know what I've done wrong or what I could do different, or why people would, you know, be unsubscribing from my channel. Maybe it's, you know, people that did the sub for sub thing back years ago when I started really posting on my channel back in like 2016, and maybe they're finally just, you know, getting back to YouTube or whatever, and they're like, oh, I don't really want to watch this chick, or they only subscribed for my hair content, which is now on my second channel, and that channel has like 114 subscribers on it right now, which is, you know, it's great. Ipsy screwed up my order last month. I was supposed to get the the 2 Colored Rain eyeshadows, and I got 1 out of the 2, so they sent me a package out in the mail. I got it yesterday, and they ended up sending me a duplicate of that shade, so I will be doing, I'll put that in a giveaway. But they sent me this Ofra highlighter in You Glow Girl. It's from a collab that they did with Dupe That, and it's a beautiful shade. I have purple on my brush. See, this is why this is why I wash brushes almost every time I use my brushes, because my brushes touch other brushes and then they contaminate them. But look at how pretty this is. It's like this icy pink shade. And my camera battery's almost dead. But anyways, you know, I work pretty hard to get videos up on this channel daily, and to also continue to record 2 to 3 video clips for ASMR hairbrushing a day. I record those daily. So I've got videos that go up every other day on the other channel. I honestly am just looking for some advice as to what maybe I could do different, or what am I doing like wrong, or what, maybe I'm not doing anything wrong, people just don't like me or whatever. But I am curious to see, you know, if there's something that I used to do that I don't do anymore that you liked, that you want to see me do again, let me know, because I am open to suggestions. I'm always looking for feedback. you know, I had to cancel my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus and my BoxyCharm because I can't afford to keep all of them, because you figure $21 for the BoxyCharm plus tax because they're here in Florida. And I have a cat hair on my lip. It never fails. I was just talking to somebody about that the other day. And the Ipsy Glam Bag Plus is $25, so that's like 46 bucks right there, again, plus tax. And then the $10 for the Ipsy Glam Bag, which is another 10 bucks. So that's like almost $60 right off, you know, that's every month. And I wouldn't have been able to get the BoxyCharm without my friend Phil. Still felt weird, like I had cat hair on my face. I wouldn't have been able to get the 3 months worth of BoxyCharm without my friend Phil helping me out, and I don't feel right asking him for more money. It's just not who I am. If he wants to send me more money, then that's up to him. I've even offered to see if there's any kind of work that I can do for him, because he owns his own business, something that I can, you know, do remotely to help him out with what he does for his business, just so I can earn some sort of money. So I had to cancel those kinds of things, and until I can, you know, afford to get them again, I will just continue to get my Ipsy Glam Bag, because it's only $10 a month. So I have enough money right now to pay for the next 6 months of Ipsy Glam Bag, and hopefully I'll get like some sales on Depop or my website or something like that between now and then, you know, it'll be like a buffer for me. But you know, I'm stretched pretty thin. I don't really buy like a whole lot unless I get money in or somebody gifts me money or something like that. But, you know, half of my YouTube money goes to my dad. So even if I make $100, say, in 1 month, which would be a miracle, because it takes me like half a year to earn $100 for a payout, I have to give my dad half of that money. So you figure if it takes me 6 months to earn $100 on YouTube to get a payout, Ipsy's $10 a month. That only leaves me with 5 months worth of Ipsy that, you know, depending on how finances and stuff are for me, or whether I've sold anything, I might have to skip a month, that kind of thing. But I do really enjoy getting the products, because like half of the tray sitting in front of me is like Ipsy, Ipsy, Ipsy. I mean, quite a few of the liners that I used was Ipsy. One of the mascaras that I've been testing out lately is Ipsy. So I really do enjoy getting the bags, because I get quite a few products that I can test out, things that I would have never thought to pick up, or at like a greatly reduced price. So, you know, for me, things are really tight. And my friend Ken was telling me that maybe I should like push my Patreon more, and I did include, you know, that in some of my videos from the past week to 2 weeks, and it seems like people are like off-put by me talking about my Patreon, which is why I stopped talking about it years ago when I set it up. So it's just, let me know what you guys think, and hopefully you guys like the eye look that I did with the Gemini colors between the mini Zodiac and the regular Zodiac. I will try and do 2 looks with this again. I will use the miniature palette as well as the Love Science palette, and I will do 2 looks with that one as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you do, you know, tossing a like on my video and a comment that just simply says hi, or a thumbs up, or even a space with an, you know, a period after it or something, that is engagement for my channel, and it really does help me out. And you know, my viewership, usually I only get about 2 minutes worth of watch time. So whenever I record a video, there's literally only about 2 minutes of it that people watch, even if it's a 10-minute long video. So that's another thing. What am I doing wrong that people click out of my videos so quickly? So any advice, feedback, comment section, please let me know, because I'm really discouraged right now, excruciatingly discouraged. And I've been recording like a mad woman, I've been recording like 3 to 6 videos a day, just so I have, because I'm feeling my body isn't in such bad shape right now, so my health is a little bit better, but my spirit is a little bit low. So anything would be grateful. I would seriously be grateful for any advice. So I will see you guys in another video tomorrow. Hopefully you all have a great day or night wherever you are.